It is pretty sure that it's 9 a.m. here in Los Angeles, and it is Thursday, the 18th of October, AD 2025. And we're going to have a fun, hopefully fun, loosey-goosey, the Hake report. And please bear with me, okay? Have patience. Have patience. Don't be in such a hurry. When you get impatient, you only start to worry. Remember that God is patient too. And think of all the other times that people wait for you. It's a children's song. It's Christian. But anyway, yeah, the views expressed on the show do not represent those of Hake, Bond, JLP, Anchor Baby, or anything, okay? Or not even me. Like I said, Hake is me. But Hake does not represent Hake. I don't even represent myself. And that's the truth. Okay, so we are going to get going here. I will get to your super chats and your calls. There was a person. Oh, actually, hold on. Let's see. Okay, let me grab this and pull it over here to play something for you. Because I wanted to play something for you. Is that okay with you? Take everything that you hear, think, and see with a grain of salt, because it's, first of all, it's not that serious. All right? I was thinking about how I was arguing with Maze about Emmett Till. You know how I like to talk about Emmett Till. Some of you guys know, long-time listeners or longer-time listeners. Emmett Till, I'll get bogged down over whether or not that it's accurate to claim that old here, let me do this again. That old what's his name was actually following Trayvon Martin after being told we don't need you to do that, because he may not have been following him, but they claim without evidence that he without proof anyway that he continued to follow Trayvon after being told by the dispatcher that he didn't need to be doing that. He said okay. But anyway, that's, you know, just different things. It's not that important. They claim that George Zimmerman continued to follow Trayvon, but there's actually no proof that he continued to follow him. In fact, there is the way that conversation actually went, he said okay. So he may or may not have continued to follow him. And anyway, it's not against the law. So eat it. But anyway, the point is that it's not important, okay? So no endorsement nor opposition implied. I wanted to take a quick break here, if you don't mind. I know I just started, but I didn't get to take my usual break during the Jesse Lee Peterson show. So if you so please, enjoy this AI music called Neon Blaze. This is probably the second version, and we'll get going with the show in just a few minutes, or a couple minutes, I think, hopefully. And hopefully this doesn't blast your ears. This goes out to ya mum. Ya mum. It's not what he asked for, but you're gonna have to just deal with it. It's AI. Isn't this nice? Kinda? Ah. What a mess, huh? I'm scared to click the volume button. I'm scared to click the volume button. Oh, I clicked it? I'm gonna fade it out. Or at least turn it down a little. Because we gotta get going here, guys. This is the story behind this. I actually did this up while sitting next to Matthew Stephen Smith on the Jesse Lee Peterson show in the 3rd hour. Thinking about, oh no, yeah, mom's cussing me out. He's like, he's done with me. And so I gotta do an AI song of cool 80s guitars, instrumental, reminiscent of, I want to be ninja. I can't play that song, man. I don't know that song. And you spelled it wrong, by the way. So, AI music. 80s guitar, whatever. So, instrumental. But that's for you, yeah, Mom. Thank you for the super chat, and maybe I'll sing that song for you. What I remember of it, because you just introduced it to me for the first time, yeah, Mom. His super chat. Let me show it to you guys real quick. Here, real quick. He's like, he gave me all this stuff, right? Here. Just slide this over here. This is on my AI playlist. Instrumentals, intros, outros. I don't know if it's public. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I can see it. Neon Blaze. Oh, it started that song already. Oops. Stop. Okay. That's what that is. Here, let me get that out of the way. Instrumentals, outros, intros. Suno, suno.com/@ sign, the at sign, the circle at A, the circle A sign. James Anton Hake. James Anton Hake. So you can find the vibes. Hake on Suno. James Anton Hake on Suno. All right. Isn't that a relief? Turn off that racket. I can't understand the lyrics. That's a guitar solo. Anyway, I should be live on all the platforms. What's up, everybody? Should be live on Facebook and elsewhere. I will get to your calls. Some of you guys, the lines are filling up. I appreciate it. Yeah, so there's the echoes in the key song. You guys like that? And let me crank it. Let's see. Is that the volume? That's so much better, right? That's the best one. I was trying to come up with an instrumental for church with Jesse Lee Peterson. Unsuccessfully. But the one that we have is already okay. It's actually like perfect. But we actually have to fade this out too. Because it's about time to get right on with the show.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's the Hake Report. The Hake Report. La la la. Oh, it's the Hake Report. The Hake Report. La la la.
There you go! So, how you guys doing? I'm fine. I have my tongue like a bug. with Jesse Lee Peterson t-shirt on. I probably wore it pretty recently. I lost track. I didn't check. It's not important, but, you know, get yours. JesseLeePeterson.shop. And like a mug, oh, is it echoing? Or no? Turned it down. What you talking about? I tried to turn it down before he did that. Oh, so maybe I should scream further away from the mic so it doesn't blast your ears. People call me like autistic and they hate my show. They'll turn off my show just because I say, hey guys. Sorry about that. I'll try to back off. I do try to back off the mic a little bit to do that, but oftentimes I'm speaking back off the mic too much anyway, so my show is like all quiet. It's ridiculous. I'm artistic, not autistic. Or am I both? But that don't, just because you're autistic don't mean you gay. I saw that from a black girl talking about the schmaxines and autism. She's like, so what if your son turns autistic? That don't mean he gay. Shout out. All right. So, I'd actually like to get to a couple of calls here before we get too deep into the show. You can call in 1-888-775-3773. Hello to everybody. Thanks again for the super chats. I have super chats back, which is cool. But I think I had some priorities. So your priority callers that I haven't got to in like 2 days, feel free to call in. But I would like to get to Mitt in Australia, who's here on the line. Mitt, thank you for calling and holding, sir. What is up?
G'day, Hake. I was ringing to say g'day, mate. I wanted to speak to Jesse, and I love you very much. I'm staying up all night.
Right
I was
on.
waiting for the US market to open. I'm an options trader. But yeah, I just want to say g'day and love from Australia, and like we're watching from, can I say, around the world, like amazing.
Ball Earth
you
propaganda from Australia. I love it.
Straight up. Love it.
So
That's
what
all
is
I
it?
want to say,
Is
mate.
it
Just g'day. I love you.
good day to you too, sir? So it's
Thanks,
already
mate.
Friday over there, like 3:15 in the morning or something over there for you?
Yeah, roughly. Let me check my phone. Hold on. It is 3:13. Yeah, in the morning.
Wow. 3:13 in the morning.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. So wow.
Yeah, we wait up.
And
till
how are
3
you?
a.m.
Oh yeah,
The
you said
US
you called
market
because
opens at 3 a.m.
what's that?
Yeah. Oh, the US market, the stock trading market opens at 3 a.m. So in Australia,
right.
we wait up till 3 a.m. for the market to open, and then we put in our puts and calls, whether it's a bear or bull market. It's very complicated, but options trading can make you a lot of money, but it's very high risk.
Okay. Well, good luck
Yeah.
with that, man. I respect it.
Hey, can you tell me if I wanted to send something to you and JLP, is there like a PO box or something that we can send stuff to?
Yes, there is indeed. I can tell it to you
Okay.
as well as
Yes, that would be great.
as well as show you guys who are watching on the feed. It's
Okay.
PO California. 90019. No. Hold on, let me get this right. The zip code is 90035.
90035. Okay, I'll replay it and I'll write it down as I replay it, but that's perfect. That's all I need to know. And then if a package arrives of 25 little Dr. Seuss's, you'll know who it came from. Well, anyway,
Nice.
moving right along. Hey, how's your week been?
It's been pretty fun, man. Thank you.
Awesome to hear. Hey, I know you got a lot of other callers on the line waiting to speak to you. I just want to say good day and love you, and we're watching. And my cat every time you come on starts purring, and it loves hearing Jesse's voice and your voice. You know,
Wow.
so love from me and my cat. And I'll let you get back to the show.
Well, hello to your cat. What's your cat's
mate.
name?
Is Lucy, Luci, or Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds.
Okay.
That's who I named her after. Yeah.
Right on, man. Well, thank you, man. Appreciate it.
All right, thanks, Hake. Have a beautiful, beautiful night. Beautiful day.
All right, man. You as well. Take
Thanks,
care.
mate.
Bye.
Bye.
Wow. Yeah, so it's P.O. Box 35090, Los Angeles, California, 90035. Sweet. That's the mailing number. So he's going to send us some Dr. Seuss stuff. Cool. Was Dr. Seuss Christian? I don't know. I don't know. Let's not ask that question, right? Let me also get with Chuck in New Jersey, who's on the line over here. Chuck, are you there?
I am here.
Hey, thanks for calling.
How you doing today?
Doing fine. How about you?
I'm doing good myself. I haven't talked to you in a while.
Yeah, it has been a little while.
Hey, you had a gentleman on, I guess it was a couple of days ago, and they mentioned about an accident that happened with I guess it was a foreigner or illegal alien driving a truck, and somebody questioned about him getting a CDL, commercial driver's license. And the gentleman said that he probably got it from a sanctuary state. I don't know about that, but I do know about CDL driver's licenses.
Yeah, it was from, I believe it was from New York State.
That's possible, but the license itself is a federal license.
A federal license?
Yes, sir.
Wow, the feds give a commercial driver license? I know that I know that Real ID is a federal ID, so federal and state ID.
That was something that was recently enacted. The federal,
exactly, because we allowed illegal aliens. Sorry, I stepped all over your point. Go ahead.
Anyhow, the federal license, the CDL, you have two categories. One is for vehicles 26,000 pounds and above that are just one vehicle or a combination, which would be like a tractor trailer. And then also there's a category for trucks that are standard shift and trucks that are automatic.
Nice.
And of course, and then you have endorsements for hazmat. That's if guys carrying gasoline, jet fuel, diesel fuel, anything that's combustible or toxic or something like that. You have to have the hazmat endorsement.
Right. Makes sense.
On top of that, now that's the question I have is not whether or not it was issued through a sanctuary state, but when you have those endorsements, in order to get those endorsements, you have to have a background check. Somebody fouled up as far as the background checks are concerned, because if these folks are getting these licenses, and understand something, this is nothing new. This has been going on probably for the last 40 years. You've had drivers from Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, Russia, Ukraine, Eastern Europe. They all come over here, and because the trucking industry is in a constant shortfall of drivers.
Oh, wow.
And this is something that's not new. And if you talk to people from the trucking industry, they'll tell you exactly what I'm telling you, that this is nothing new. There's always been a shortfall in drivers. And frankly speaking, a lot of young men, American-born young men, when they get behind the wheel of a truck, whether it's a young man or a young woman, if they're a long-haul driver, it's not like you're going to go out today and be home tonight. In many respects, you might be a week or two before you get back home. So it's not the glory job that a lot of people think it is. And then, too, I know when I first started out, before I transitioned over to another job, you weren't getting the kind of respect, kind of pay. Let me back that up. You weren't getting the kind of pay that these drivers are getting today. And many companies now are offering bonuses to sign on. And that wasn't the case when I started out. They're offering bonuses. There's a bunch of things that they're offering today. But one thing for certain, if you're a diabetic and you're taking insulin, you can't drive.
Oh,
no
really?
Question about it. No, you're not going to be able to drive. The other thing is you got to pass an annual physical in order to be able to drive. And they're going to check and see whether or not you have any kind of drug in your system. If you got an illegal drug in your system, or an opiate in your system, your license can be revoked. And they can, if you're stopped at a roadside check, if you're involved in an accident, and you go in and you have to take a blood test or a urine sample, and there's an opiate in your system, your license are suspended right then and there. And you might end up in jail, depending on the situation.
Wow.
So, yeah. So my question is, how did this person or persons get these licenses in the first place? And it's like I said, it's nothing new. It's been ongoing. And I'm sure you noticed, you own a car, am I correct?
I don't disclose whether I own a car or not, but for the sake of argument, I'll say yes.
So you go to a gas station. I'm sure you've gone to gas stations, especially in Southern California.
Self-serve. Yep.
And you go to these gas stations. Sometimes the people that own the gas station aren't necessarily what we consider, natural-born citizens. And a lot of them do own trucking companies, do drive trucks, do haul gasoline, jet fuel, diesel fuel. I see it with my own two eyes. And I've dealt with these folks. I told you before, I worked in the oil industry for 41 years. And you see a lot of stuff that goes on that you don't necessarily agree with. But, at the end of the day, it's a living for myself and others as well. But
yep.
I'm just wondering, my question is, what loophole has made it possible over the years? This isn't just something that just started, didn't happen. It's happened under Republican presidents, Republican administrations, Democratic administrations, Democratic presidents. It's been ongoing, and I saw it myself. I worked in that industry for 41 years, and I saw it for 35 years, just in that one industry alone. And now you have them hauling general freight, all kinds of chemicals, and stuff like that up and down the road. So the question remains is, how has this been able to happen? And nobody's raised an eyebrow about it until now. And frankly speaking, once this happens, the accident or whatever that happens, you're going to find out that, just like most of us, we forget about it after the first 15 minutes. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I just wanted to make some corrections there. It's not necessarily something that's issued by a sanctuary state. The states do issue these licenses, but it's a federal license, and they have to have FBI background checks, all kinds of stuff. And if they get by that, I don't know how they do it. Really, I don't know.
Well, the FBI has been known to be kind of liberal, and they've gotten some interesting-looking people in the FBI nowadays. Are you on a speakerphone, Chuck, in New Jersey? I'm getting a lot of feedback.
I'm in my car.
Oh, so it's Bluetooth speaker.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't have a choice. Yeah, I can't put. If I'm driving, I get caught driving.
Yeah, I get it. Oh, I appreciate your call, Chuck. Interesting. I don't know. Remains to be seen.
The other thing you might want to consider at some future date is what's known as a TWIC card, which is issued by the TSA. And that card you have to have that card if you're going to access sensitive area like, ports, marine, military bases and so forth, if you're carrying freight or fuel or something like that there. That was something that was recently issued in the wake of, when I say recently, in the wake of 9/11.
Right.
The government started requiring that. And, then there again, they do a background check. And if you come up, it's issued by the TSA. If you come up with some sort of anomaly in your background, maybe you beat your wife years ago and got arrested for it or whatever, chances are you're not going to get that car.
Well, they have favored, disfavored people, apparently. Thank you, Chuck. I appreciate it, man. Take care.
All right, you take care.
All right. And Jermaine in Canada is on the line here. Jermaine, thank you for calling, sir. What is up?
Hey, Hake, how are you?
Doing fine. How about you?
All is well?
Right on.
let's talk about the Joe Rogan first. Have you seen that clip of Joe Rogan? He was dressed like a priest.
My competitor. No, I haven't seen any clip of him dressed as a priest. Is that a joke or AI or what? Was it recent or old?
No, it's recent, like 3-4 days ago.
And he recently did it, or was it recently resurfaced 3-4 days ago?
If I remember, recently did this podcast where he was talking to one of his guests about Trump and how his administration is, dealing with the immigration thing.
All right.
And yeah, he was saying that, he kind of doesn't support how ICE is dealing with the situation.
I've heard him feel sorry for the hardworking man, as my caller yesterday described the illegals who are also working.
Beta.
So was he literally dressed as a priest?
Yes.
He personally dressed up like a priest?
He had like those white thing when you dress and put on the long robe with the white thing around your neck. I don't know what it's called.
Okay.
So, yeah, and he was saying that, for an example, you have seen the clip where the ICE agent arrests the father, and the mother and the children, they were screaming at the guy.
When the mother got shoved after she kept on assaulting the guy, battering the guy.
So, yeah, you brought up that instant situation.
Yeah.
And it was like, well, I feel sorry for these people. It's not the way to handle it. I'm like, well, they're illegal. He got arrested. There's a way she could have handled that very differently than putting herself in harm's way or like screaming at the guy.
Getting in the guy's face, complaining, and also grabbing onto her husband and her daughter, making her daughter cry, traumatizing the daughter with her evil emotions and the father's evil emotions. Totally evil. Propaganda. Sick.
Yeah, so
selfish.
So he's saying, they've been here for over 10 years. Let's find some way to get them put in the system. And I'm like, that's crazy.
Yeah, now just because an illegal is here for 10 years, I say send him away for 20.
Nice.
The views expressed do not represent necessarily. I don't know, but maybe, because that doesn't mean you give mercy on them just because we've been overly merciful. That's not true mercy. That's evil. That's mama. And Joe Rogan is still a mama. That's right. I said it. Shout out. He's my competitor.
Yeah, I mean, when I see these things, I just have to laugh because it just shows that it's still this. Everyone struggles with the same thing, and it's feelings and emotions, which is controlling us, manipulating us to do wrong instead of what is right.
That's right.
And have you heard of this female preacher? It's funny. I just saw like a clip pop up of her, Millicent, and her husband is Martin. I think that guy is Muslim. Is Muslim, and she's a preacher.
Who are you talking about? I drifted off. I was looking up stuff on the internet while you were talking.
Yeah, her first name is Millicent. She's a fiery preacher. I can see how people gravitate to her. She get you emotional and get you like, yeah, this is the word.
Oh, really? Millicent. Yeah. What's her first name?
Yeah, her first name is Millicent.
Oh, Millicent. Really?
Yeah.
And who is this woman?
She's a female preacher.
And what about her?
Well, I'm just asking if you ever seen a video or heard about her and what you think about her.
Oh, I've never heard of this person. At least that I'm aware of. And he was. I don't think you realize how much I missed of what you said. I had tuned you out because I was searching up Joe Rogan dressing like a priest, and so I don't know I missed your whole question.
Oh yeah, so it was the female preacher, Millicent, and she's married to I think he's
How do you
Christian
spell
now, but
Millicent? Can you spell Millicent for me?
it's Millicent, I think how she spells it.
Oh, and that's her first name?
Yeah.
I'm such a boomer, man. Milli. Oh, Millicent Sedra, personality,
Yes.
internet personality, and she's a preacher.
Yeah.
And she's looks like she's married to like a POC
a
or
preacher too.
a like a light skinned black guy or something to that effect.
Yeah,
Latino.
he's a Muslim.
Oh,
Wow.
okay. She's married to a Muslim, and she's a Christian, preaching the truth.
Yeah.
Set hearts ablaze. My amazing husband is Martin Sedra, building his church, Echo Church. Reach out to me, Millicent Sedra. Millicent, what a name, huh?
Yeah.
Oh Lord, I accidentally clicked her stories. That's her. I often hear it said, "Do not bring bad religion. Oh, bring religion into politics." Happy birthday, Charlie Kirk. Aw, she likes Charlie Kirk. That's nice. We
Yeah.
miss you. Rest in peace. National Day of Remembrance. Beautiful scenery, like something I might take if I were over there, wherever she is. Okay, so no, I've never heard of masculinity isn't toxic. Well, she seems to be pretty popular. 515,000 followers on IG.
Yeah.
So he's literally Muslim to this day?
No, he's Christian now.
Oh, okay.
You kind of preach against the Islamic faith. Her husband.
Preaching repentance until we see revival. Are they from Australia or somewhere?
To be honest, I have no idea.
Martin. Okay. Oh, interesting, man. Islam hates America, says her husband. And he's preaching against the pride mess. Shout out. The rainbow will end in flames, says he. Whoa. Okay, so so there's a couple of a fiery preacher couple, huh? I'm not, as you know me, I'm not for these gals getting all involved in politics and preaching and yapping and stuff like that. If I click and hold, will it? Nope. Anyway, I'm not for that. It's nice that it's nice, I guess, if you want to call it that she's on the right side of things, supposedly. But she's not, and yet she's not on the right side of things. You know, it's kind of like these flat earthers, you know what I mean? These flat earthers, they quote unquote believe in God, right? Shout out. But they believe untrue things. It just proves that the devil reaches even the Christians. Well, that's just another example of the devil deceiving even the Christians. Because the devil deceives the Christians. Oh, you believe in God. Good. So do the demons and shudder. So that's what I think of this gal. Just offhand, that's just my cursory statement, because it's a mess. Unfortunately, the world, is it unfortunate? The world rewards women yapping because they're pretty, and so people follow them. And stuff like that. And if they have some sort of a personality and it works for them, they have some talent with talking and stuff like that, then they get rewarded and get all on their high horse. I haven't seen this woman talk, so I don't know what type of spirit's coming out of her. But just speaking in general.
Yeah, I mean, what she says, it's Christian kind of like every other pastor you would hear. It's kind of funny.
Millicent. That's an interesting, like, thousandth, hundredth is her name, right? I wonder if that's a real name. Sorry. So she's a Christian gal based on your impression.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's funny, you know. I've never really thought about the flat Earth or ball Earth. I guess I just don't care.
Right.
I don't know because I don't know the answer. Right. It's like,
Uh-huh.
but it's funny to listen to you guys talk about it, especially Derek.
Right. Yeah. Totally.
Because I would lean more to like it's not flat and it's not round. So I don't know.
Okay.
I just leave it how it is.
That's right.
Until I go up in space myself.
There you go.
Nice.
It's good to hear from you, man. I appreciate your tips on this mess going on in the world.
Yeah, man. No worry. Have a good show, Hake.
All right. Thank you, Jermaine. Take care.
You too. Bye.
Bye. I had, I got distracted talking with Jermaine here. I wasn't, not listening to Jermaine here. And so here's that footage that he mentioned. I have it turned down enough, I think, perhaps. It says, watch every second of this. Here's Joe Rogan turning on Trump. Watch every second.
49 to defeat an amendment that
Oh,
would
Lord.
have forced the Department of Justice
Is
to
this-
release all files.
Why does it sound like AI? I'm traumatized. Everything sounds like AI to me now. But he's reading, so I guess that's why it would sound like that. Where's my volume thing? I love YouTube because you can scrub to the beginning.
It voted 51 to 49 to defeat an amendment that would have forced the Department of Justice to release all files related to Jeffrey Epstein. The vote was largely along party
Both
lines,
sides.
with 2 Republicans joining all Democrats in supporting the amendment.
Oh wait, not both sides. It was it's the Republicans voting against this shit.
Whoa! You didn't need to be cussing. I guess it's his show. Whatever. Are they complaining about Epstein? I wonder if we don't get a transcript, do we? Do we get a transcript on these things? No. Here, if I mute it, I can mute it, and I have the thing, and then I will, here, let me close that. If I hit the plus sign, no, it's supposed to be able to go. Here, okay, so here's what it says. I'll read the transcript, okay? It says 2 Republicans joining the Democrats in supporting the amendment. So only 2 joined the Democrats, rhinos, to defeat it. So why are the Democrats interested in defeating it? Well, let's ask. No, I think it is saying that the Democrats want it to come out, the Epstein stuff, and the Republicans don't, because Trump told them not to. And party lines says, ask Perplexity. Who's that? Why won't they release the Epstein's? Eric Swalwell is, I guess, I read it wrong. I read it wrong. No, okay, so the Democrats were not. Well, this is not relevant. This is not talking about the thing about the whatever. I don't care about you. This stinks. Okay, moving on. I don't care. Shout out. Whatever. I want to move on. By the way, I do have a appearance coming up, as many of you guys know, a debate on Modern Day Debate, Saturday the 18th. Women's Forum is tonight, the 16th, right? Friday is the 17th. Saturday is the 18th, 6 p.m. Pacific time. That's 9 Eastern. Figure it out if you're in Australia or Arizona. I guess it would be 6 p.m. Arizona time if you don't observe daylight saving time. Figure it out if you're in the other mountain time. I guess it would be 7. I guess you don't have to figure it out. Or wherever. I'm going to be debating one person who's apparently thinks that this person is transgender, Phoebe, and William versus Hake and Michael. And I saw Hake and Michael, and you can check it out on Modern Day Debate channel. Very nice. See that? Coming up soon. The snake pit is perhaps just as messy, maybe even more messy sometimes, as the snake pit down in Hake's stuff. So catch that if you so please. Very nice. Moving on to the news, there's this so-called judge, ridiculous, who's trying to stop Trump's shutdown layoff, saying it's unlawful for Trump to fire the federal employees during the shutdown, take advantage of the shutdown to lay off some of these so-called workers, targeting the Democrat-oriented feds. Feds are not supposed to be oriented either way. They're supposed to be pro-America, and then work with, not against, the president. But the feds tend to work against Trump. They tend to work against Republicans even. They do. Because the feds per capita, like 90%, 80%, 90%, 96%, 98% perhaps in some cases, some fields. Democrat. Ridiculous. And the feds are what? Part of the executive branch. So they're supposed to be under the president. It used to be that the president is the executive branch. But no, and along there, it's like leeches. They stay paid anyway. And they're unions and communists. I wonder what judge it was who tried to stop Trump's shutdown layoffs. It's ridiculous, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Terrible. Whatever. Joe Rogan confusion. And cussing by a guest. Mess. Okay, so there's that going on. It was interesting hearing about this Robert Morris guy. I found that very interesting because David in Ocala, Florida, told me about this Robert Morris guy who was in the Trump something or other. Robert Preston Morris, born in 1961, July 29th, during White History Month. American televangelist, pastor, and convicted sex offender, according to Commie Nonsense Wikipedia. He founded Gateway Church, a mega church, those mega churches, in South Lake, Tejas, Texas, in the year 2000. Served as its senior pastor until 2024, when he resigned after being publicly accused of sexually assaulting a 12-year-old girl in the 80s. He was 21. She was 12. I think he was married with a kid. But anyway, in March 2025, he was indicted 5 counts of lewd or indecent acts with a child. October 2025, he pleaded guilty, that was just recently, to all 5 charges, will be incarcerated for 6 months. 6 months. And then probation for 10 years, for the rest of the 10 years of his sentence. Must also register as a sex offender. And you saw that clip of that victim woman who looks older than him now. What a mess. Because she's, 9 years younger than him? But at a young age, she was underage. She was 12. A young lady. But that's underage. And also he was married. Married since 80. I think this thing supposedly happened in 82 to 87-ish. So when she was 12 to 16. All right? It wasn't quite 5 years that this thing went on. They have 3 children. So he was a youth pastor in the 70s before all that started, allegedly, or convictedly, whatever, since he pleaded guilty. Which was wise, probably, to plead guilty and not deal with the stuff, not deal with the mess of save the courts a little bit of money, since these courts love blowing money and having trials and lawsuits and stuff, right? And also, It's probably just a tear the Band-Aid off, get it over quick, you know. He's made his decision for Christ February 16th, 1981, even though he was a youth pastor before that. Interesting, huh? He made his decision for Christ in 81. December 81, he joined the he became a traveling evangelist. Traveling evangelist, that's not necessarily a good thing because you stay at people's houses. So he stayed at some people's houses, and I think that may have been where this thing allegedly happened, per Wikipedia, which is mainstream media, which is not necessarily the whole truth, or even the truth at all. So take everything that you read, hear, see, think, and interpret with a grain of salt, including the snake pit, I'm sure. In 2009, blah, 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 Jack Hayford. I heard of Jack Hayford. I used to hear him in high school on the radio, I think. Probably. Greg Abbott, worked with Greg Abbott on the unsuccessful bathroom bill requiring so-called transgender people to use the correct restroom. So in 2017, he was on the correct side of things, I suppose, right? I think. In May 2022, during Sunday service, he displayed a list of church members who were candidates for local elections. All of them ran on the ballot for school board, ran against critical race theory. That's good, because critical race theory is anti-Christian, I do believe. It is anti-white, definitely. Anti-black, honestly, if you think about it. Because what good is it to encourage blacks to be into their blackness? It's evil. You hear some of these ridiculous people who are all into their blackness. Even people who pretend not to be. It's crazy. Or who hide behind their intellectualism. Stressed his concern over pornographic material in schools. So some woman accused him of having mixed politics with religion. What does that even mean? Politics is about right and wrong, right? It's supposed to be about right and wrong with regard to how you deal with, how you handle people and government and law. So what does that even mean? It sounds like she's saying that like it's a bad thing or something. Ridiculous. Some woman talking. Priscilla Aguirre, presumably a woman. You never know nowadays. He emphasized the importance of the Holy Spirit in his teaching, sees the Holy Spirit as a person, he claims, or they write. Advisor to Donald J. Trump, served on a 25-person evangelical executive advisory board to Trump's successful 2016 presidential campaign. Okay, so my defense for Trump on that, not that he needs a defense, but that sounds like Trump going to a known person in general has been more tested than an unknown person. A famous and successful person has been more tested. This is how I see how Trump deals with people, successful quote-unquote people. Alex Jones, InfoWars, my competitor, built an amazing thing, right? Over the course of since the 90s, whenever he started. And so Trump went on InfoWars, or was interviewed by Alex Jones back in 2016. Or he goes with these megachurch pastor types. They're just big, known, tested, knows how it is and what it is to be famous and stuff like that. I think that it's sort of makes a bit of sense to, when I zoom in, it jumps down to this child sex abuse accusations and convictions. But anyway, so it seems like Trump would not even necessarily think too much about it. Who knows if he personally picked him or whatever. And then that woman, Asa, Rasta, Ata, Africa right now, whatever. He was in the 2020 Rose Garden ceremony for Amy Barrett. Oh, Lord. After the sexual misconduct allegations, a spokesman for Trump stated Morris had not had a role in the 2024 presidential campaign. Did not have a role in it. Everybody distancing themselves from this guy once he gets accused. A lot of people. I think I pretty much did up the Trump thing. But yeah, I mean, you never know what somebody's into. It's ridiculous, I think, to blame Trump for his association with that guy. Especially when you find out that this thing happened way back when he was in his 20s and then it stopped in his mid-20s. What's her name? Clemshire? Christmas night, 1982. Morris staying in the same household as this Cindy Clemshire gal, who was a 54-year-old woman when some group accused this gal of stuff. Or no, this gal joined this group to accuse this guy of stuff. 2024, 1982 to 2024, that is 42 years later. She's 54 years old and accusing him of stuff. She claims that he invited her to his room, instructed her to lie on the bed, and then proceeded to, he called it petting. Kissing and petting. Don't be kissing and petting. So that kind of thing went on, and he tried to have according to her, she claims, as she got older, he tried to have the S with her, and the abuse ended when she was 16 after she told her parents. So she didn't tell her parents for years. What a mess, huh? So in 2005, she emailed him asking for restitution for his actions against her. He responded saying he and his wife cared for her and that he'd already obtained her and her family's forgiveness. He then threatened her by saying, "My attorney advises if I pay you any money under a threat of exposure, you could be criminally prosecuted, and Debbie and I do not want that." He says, wow, what a mess. You're trying to protect her. Oh, Lord. Later, she filed a civil lawsuit in 2005, but his attorneys claimed she was responsible for being flirtatious and offered her $25,000 to sign a non-disclosure, which she refused to do in 2005, when she would have been, if she was 12 in 82, she's born in 76. Oh, yeah, she's 54 years old, right? I don't know, what a mess. She was whatever. So then it became a bunch of legalese gobbledygook. And so this thing went on forever. Wow. Look at all this writing. You do something, and then there's all this mess. And so he pleaded guilty. What's funny is you see this stuff, these politicians. There's these phony politicians. He was rebuked by State Representative Giovanni Caprileone and former South Lake Mayor John Huffman and State Representative Nate Schlatzine. Rebuked. Isn't that ridiculous? Rebuked for something that's long over. Long over. Something that he did in his 20s, allegedly, or convictedly, or pleaded guilty to doing it. Crazy. And then May's yapping like she knows what she's talking about. Ancient history. What a mess. So, have fun in jail for what? How many months? 6 months? Is that what it is? Take care of yourself. But chin up, King. And, 6 months in county jail. $250,000 in restitution. An S-word offender. And they're like, S-word offender. That's an opportunity to overcome the ego, huh? What a mess. So, chin up, King. There he is, preaching. No different from anybody else. I found it amusing / disgusting, the prideful judgment that people have over mess. I noticed that a lot of these people who get this thing, who get this offender thing, you look into it, they were in their early 20s, and the victim was in their early teens or just barely before a teenager, 12, 13, 15. I noticed that. Petting. That's what I notice. And that is quite different from, and then they'll turn around and just call them a PDF and stuff like that. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to me. That's Robert Morris. Everybody judging. Everybody judging. Wonder what he's going through. So, we talked about, oh yeah, Judge stopping Trump firing. We talked about, what did we talk about before that? I forget. What a mess. Oh yeah, the upcoming debate. Saturday, 6 p.m. Pacific time, 9 ET. All right? Modern Day Debate. Check it out. It's been a while since my appearance on Modern Day Debate. I would like to double check on any super chats and different things, all right? Yes. Yes. If we peruse buymeacoffee.com/The Hake Report, and on YouTube, shall I do this? If we mosey on over to thehakereport.com and then click on this piece, that little splash thing, it jumps over to the YouTube video. Cool, huh? But I don't know if it has, if I were to scroll all the way up, oh, it doesn't keep whatever I took. But thank you, Cuckoo Jiao. Thank you kindly, sir, because I did get your super chat. It said, do you consider yourself a disciple of Jesse? No. Do I consider myself a disciple of Jesse? No, I do not. What even is a disciple? A disciple is a what is this? A follower or student of a teacher, leader, or philosophy. In a general sense, it means a committed student who learns from and follows a master. In a Christian context, a disciple is a follower of Jesus Christ who learns from his teachings, imitates his life, and shares his message. And he had the 12 disciples, right? What does it mean to be a disciple, to disciple others? I'm not into this Christianese stuff, man. But thank you, Cuckoo Jiao. I wonder if I can pull this up. Studio. I wonder, oh, Lord, what is this? Oh, yeah, okay, nice. So if I go over here and go live, I'm such a boomer. I shouldn't probably be doing this. But remember, I learned how to do this. Thank you, Cuckoo Jiao. Oh, Lord. Shall I hit you guys with an ad? Have I ever hit you? Oh, no. Did it just do it? Oh, no. Oh, sorry, guys. I didn't mean to do that. Sorry for the ad. I didn't know you just click that button and it hits you with an ad. For the those watching on YouTube. What a mess. I ain't never seen no ad, not once, not never, says Chris. You must be watching on Brave browser. Or you have no ad here, says Dan. Or something. As soon as you said, it played. He getting that money. Ad blocker blocked that. I wonder if I still get money off of when it's ad blocker. Probably not, right? If you pay for YouTube Premium, this is for YouTubers only, okay? Audio podcast listeners. Then, yeah, if you have YouTube Premium, then you don't get ads. And you can close your browser or whatever. You can close your phone and have it still play. So it's handy. It's cool. And YouTube Premium viewers YouTube Premium people who come and watch my show or Jesse's show, I guess part of their premium thing goes to support us. So it's not all going just to YouTube. It's supposedly maybe going to support us too. So just a side note. So that's Nugget Man. Shout out. He says it's definitely worth it. Is Hake woke now? What's that even mean, man? Get your worldly ease out of here. No, not out of here. You can keep up with your worldly ease. You get modded by subscribing. You get modded for the Hake Report by subscribing to YouTube Premium. I guess I just have a good eye for people. I instinctively know to mod Nugget Man, Chris from chat, etc. Yeah, YouTube really wants you to support Christians. Yeah, right? Okay, so there's that one. I suppose you could accuse me of it, and I won't hopefully fight you too much, but no, I don't consider myself a disciple. I don't think in those terms. And let me just double check. Oh, yeah. Your mom wanted me to sing I Want to Be Ninja. So corny. Let me read a couple of super chats, or at least one more first, if you don't mind. What a mess. I don't know when that was. Super coffee. Let's just guess. I don't know. How long have I been on about this thing? I was just say an hour. Super disciple. JC from Little Rock, Arkansas. I can saw a Little Rock. That's how you remember that Little Rock is the capital of Arkansas. Crazy how you mentioned it was evil for black people to want to learn about our blackness, but you didn't say anything about someone who blooped a child. About some who blooped a child. Actually, they don't even say that he did that to a child. And by the way, she wasn't a child. That's a young lady. What makes a person evil if no man is good? Then in your opinion, what is evil? Why would you want to learn about your blackness? That's not what I said either, by the way. You're putting words in my mouth, JC. Anyway, what makes a person evil if no man is good? Then in your opinion, what is evil? Man is evil. God made man upright, but he is turned aside to many distractions or things or whatever. It's something like that in the Bible. God made man upright, but he turned aside to many schemes or something like that. Pursued many schemes. Something like this, okay? Ecclesiastes 7:29, if you prefer. Ecclesiastes, right there on Bible Gateway. Let me do this one. Let's see if it does that. This only, lo, L-O, lo, this only I have found, writes Solomon or somebody from Ecclesiastes, that God hath made man upright, but they sought out many inventions. Inventions like love of a woman or a man, or many other such inventions. Many schemes. What does it say? Translate in all English translations. Let's see. If I zoom in, will it be readable or will it get... Yeah, okay, nice. See... Discovered that God made people upright, but they pursued many schemes, is a word. Found many ways to be bad. Nice. That's true. Lord have mercy. Ads. KJV, inventions. The Message. Look at this ridiculous, wordy thing. Okay. New American Standard Bible might be an okay translation. Behold, I have found only this. God made people upright, but they have sought out many schemes, many devices. They often follow devious paths. God made human beings straightforward, like Trump, straightforward. But they often follow devious paths, liberalism, rhinoism. All kinds of ways to be... NIV, many schemes. I got the schemes from the NIV, okay? My mother gave me the NIV, okay? Don't blame me. I didn't know, and we didn't know or believe in liberalism in our house. As for me and my house, as a kid, we served the Lord. So we thought. They have found many sinful ways, is the New Living Translation. NLV. I gather that's what that is. So, nice. So, and I don't know Hebrew or Greek or Aramaic or Roman or whatever. So, or Latin. So I can't go to the original. And and it just doesn't matter that much. It's sometimes helpful or whatever. Look at these, all these different translations. Nobody's ever happy. So that's a hint about what makes people evil. And does good not exist because God is good? Says JC from Little Rock. Also, a man got 6 months for hurting a child. 40-some years later? Of course, the victim was 12, so I'm sure you'll defend the preacher. Yes. I mean, not really defend him. I'm just pointing out that it's not as bad as you guys are pretending. It's bad, it's evil, but what they're doing in response to him, they being her, these phony politicians condemning him or rebuking him or whatever, ridiculous. That's phony. It's judgment. He already got her and her family's forgiveness, according to him. His email back to her. Anyway, saddens me that you lost your connection to God, claims JC. I couldn't be you, James. I could never sell my soul like you did. Okay, well, thank you, JC. Appreciate it. Thank you kindly. Okay, so going back to ya mum, Hake, I expect you to, hold on, to play this song. I want to be ninja. And I searched it, and I'm like, and I played a touch of it. Hold on. Lord have mercy. Okay, let me just search it. I want to be ninja. Leave it alone. And this comes up. And then so I'm like, no, that's not what I asked. It says, I want to be ninja. And EENJA. But you gave me, yeah, Mum, with your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you for your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On Streamlabs. I want to be ninja. NINJA. But this song is I want to be ninja. And I played a little bit of it. Remember? I played a little bit.
Sneak peek.
Okay, so I played a little bit of that. But I'm like, and I played it on this laptop here. And you could pick up a little bit of it. And so that's why I came up with, and this is, I didn't know if it was copyright. That's the first I've ever heard of it. And you can't expect me, or you can expect, but you would expect wrongly, me to be playing something that I don't know anything about and never heard of it. And it turns out, I look it up. It's actually is copyrighted. It's for sale on iTunes or whatever it's called nowadays. Apple Library, Apple Music. It's not Apple. It may be Apple Music, but anyway. So to appease you, sir, I'm going over here, and unfortunately I already played this though. Here, let me make sure that this is loud enough. And it goes like, I want to be ninja. Something, Mr. Chow. I want to be ninja. Hold on. And I think I can. I shut my Murphy bed, sat down to scratch my head. What could this day bring? It's totally different lyrics, huh? I mean, a totally different melody. It could be anything. I got the phone call, gotta help them all. Go, boy! We'll save the day. This is horrible. Chow will not get away. It didn't take me long to find the ticking time bomb. He took off in my Jeep. Mr. Chow is such a creep. Where's the chop? Chow down. Take the chow to Chinatown. I want to be ninja. I started training hard. I did push-ups like 13. I'm a natural, matter of factual. Take you chowing down to Chinatown. I use my nunchucks even when I'm feeding the ducks. I throw my ninja star. I do karate moves with a go boy groove. I don't know, man. This is not working. I don't think it's working. Let me see if I can finish it, though. Finish what you start, right? I practice every day in every way. I don't always do good. I really wish I could. I'm not going to drink from a sippy cup. This is a girl. Ha ha! You guys almost think I'm ninja. This song is too long. Chow beat me up. Take Chow down to Chinatown. Chop, chop. Well, thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you, sir. Thank you, ya mum. And your mom says, be a man. All right. Cool. Nice. You happy, your mom? Probably not. So that's your super ninja, NINJA, AI, neon, what was that? Now I lost my place. Suno. Neon something. Neon blue? Yeah, neon blue. That was version 1. And that was, the beginning was Neon Blue V2 and 1, part of 1. Okay, so there's that. It's terrible. Take a bow for that performance, Hake. It's hot in here. Let me get back to the calls, if you don't mind. So forgive me, your mum. I don't know if your mum is giving up on me. Let me get to Stephen in Maryland. He's a priority caller here. Stephen, thank you for calling and holding, sir. It's been a couple days since I've been meaning to get to you, I think.
Yeah, I've been resting up for a while. But anyway, I'd like to ask the question.
Yes, sir.
Is a large lump graduate of the Bond School?
Big Bump did not attend Bond School. He did attend Bond Church with Jesse Lee Peterson, though. And it's Big Bump. It's not large lump or whatever you called it. No.
Same thing.
False.
But anyway, moving on. How about American Anchor Baby? Did he go to that school?
No, Anchor Baby went to Canada. I cracked myself up. Sorry. Yeah, Anchor Baby did not attend the Bond Leadership Academy for boys. Nor did he attend necessarily the, I don't know if he did, I don't know whether Anchor Baby did the Entrepreneur Academy for men.
I noticed why I asked that was all of them had that same monotone voice. You go even level voice.
Oh, that's a millennial Gen X thing, / SoCal thing.
You don't talk like that.
I do. I used to.
You don't.
I used to. But now I try to talk entertaining.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's your excuse, right? That's
Yeah.
why you don't talk like that anymore.
Do I need an excuse not to talk in monotone? I'm on the radio. I'm not supposed to talk too monotone. Although some people talk in monotone and they're entertaining that way.
I thought you're supposed to be yourself on the radio.
No.
No?
No, you're not necessarily supposed to just be yourself on the radio. You're supposed to speak a bit louder, project, because you can put all of your energy and it looks like just enough energy. Have you ever heard of Guy Fieri? That guy's screaming. Hey! He's the guy from, he reviews food. He checks out different food places and eats their food and watches it getting prepared, and he reviews diners, dives, and something else. And so, but he's like screaming, but it just sounds normal to you. Somebody speaking, somebody just being himself is going to be talking in a low, calm voice. You know, just
like me. I talk like that. I don't be screaming.
Oh. Well, you're naturally entertaining since you're black.
The next question about big, what do you call him, Big Bump?
Yes, Big Bump. Thank you.
Okay, Big Bump. Well, you said integration will never work. Integration will never work.
Right.
So where does he said he doesn't want to live in a black community either.
Right. That's right.
So where does he live?
I don't know, but he and I both know Monrovia very well. And because that's where the 210 freeway is, where that illegal got run over in Monrovia. I mean, I'm laughing with him, not at him.
You laughing at the guy. Laughing at.
He might not be laughing. Hopefully, he's laughing with the joy of the Lord in heaven.
The Lord never fixes nothing like that.
You know, as he was
never
passing
laugh at
away, maybe
somebody
he's
getting
like,
run over.
I repent. And then he repented and went to heaven.
So where does Big Bump live?
It was Southern California.
I know that. Is it in a black community or white, integrated community?
It's mixed. It's integrated.
Well, you said that would never work.
Well, it's not, because we're stuck in integrated America. Forced,
so why is he there?
Coerced, as Chase in Tejas correctly said. Coerced integration. Coerced onto America.
Okay, well,
we don't have a choice. We're slaves to your little integration mess.
You always got a choice.
No.
You can live wherever you want.
I know, but we want to live in America, and when you want to live America, you're forced.
You're not forced.
Did the slaves have a choice?
We're not talking about slaves.
You said you always have a choice. Yes, we are talking. Yes, he's a slave physically, but spiritually, he's free. Physically, he's a slave to the whims of the devilish integrationists. But spiritually, he lives as a free man, unmoved and unbothered.
Okay, let me ask you another question. Where does Jesse B. Peterson live?
Southern California.
That's not an answer.
Mixed neighborhood. L.A., I presume. Or is it Anaheim?
Does he live in Compton?
I don't know.
What? You know where he lives. Come on.
Why are you asking these personal questions? Your point.
That's not personal.
You're trying to get to the point. The point being, he doesn't live in like an all black community, or something like that.
He doesn't want to live there, right?
No.
Right. So where does he live? In an integrated community? White people don't want him there because he might act like that restaurant.
How do you figure that the white people don't want him there?
Well, that's what he says.
That's not what he said. He did not say that.
Most black people are convicts, beat up white people, trying to exterminate. So how do they know he's not one of them?
They don't.
Right.
And he likes it like that.
So why did they allow him in this area?
Guilt, fear, kissing up, brainwashing, slavery.
What they got to do with white people?
Slavery. By slavery, I mean the integration. Integration is slavery.
No, it's not.
It is.
Well, the slaves integrated.
Yeah.
Or a poor person. I feel sorry for you. Okay.
Don't you? But integration is worse than.
This is the last question I got for you.
What?
This is the last question I got for you.
All right.
These questions that Jesse come up with.
The biblical questions?
Yeah, those things. Where does he get those? Does he get that? Does he pull that out of his head?
No.
Or somebody tell him that?
The Spirit of the Lord gives them to him.
Oh, God. I hope not.
Why?
Because that's the dumbest, ignorant questions he asks. He asks people, who are you?
Oh, that question. That's not necessarily a biblical question. It might have been in the past.
That's a dumb question. It's a dumb question.
Why is it dumb?
Well, who are you?
Right. Why is that dumb?
I'm asking you. Why? Who are you?
Oh, well, but wait, why is it dumb?
Because it's a dumb, ignorant question. How you going to tell somebody who you are?
I don't necessarily know who I am. Isn't it kind of thought-provoking?
Because you cannot answer unless you give a verb for what you are.
It's not necessarily a verb, but I get what you're talking about.
What modifies a noun?
Adjective or something? I don't know.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah, or I could give a noun or an adjective or a verb or a prepositional phrase or a or whatever, or an exclamation.
Like he asked you, what are you? I'm asking you, who are you?
I don't know. I sometimes get caught up thinking that I know, kind of. In that, I'll get like puffed up and prideful and arguing with people over some dumb thing. But if I knew who I wasn't,
I'm not asking what you do. I'm asking who you are.
right? And I'm saying I don't know, but I'm just explaining that I get caught up in things that seem to indicate that I think that I know who I am and know what's and think that or believe that I'm what I'm caught believe that I should be caught up in what I'm caught up in, and I don't need to be caught up in what I'm caught up in. And so it's
just like y'all must go to the same home on the weekend and get y'all meds, right?
Missed?
Meds.
Meds?
Yes.
But don't you?
That's what you
well, have you ever gotten into an argument and you're like later on you're like, that's a dumb argument to be getting caught up in?
I don't get in arguments.
But have you ever gotten into an argument though that was dumb?
So long ago, I can't remember.
Right. Oh, okay. Well, you are. What are you? 88?
Yeah.
So you haven't gotten into an argument that you felt was that you're like later on you're like, what?
Because I don't get in arguments.
Have you ever been mad?
Oh yeah.
And did you ever realize that
anger, all that good stuff, jealousy?
And you think that's good?
I didn't say it was good.
Well, you called it good stuff.
I just said I get into them.
You said all that good stuff, so I was just wondering why you said that. But
I just said all that good stuff.
That's just talking. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's just time.
But haven't you noticed that stuff that you were caught up in, the anger, the jealousy, was nothing?
What?
It was dumb to be caught up in it.
No one. Somebody stepped on my foot on purpose. I get angry.
Well, I get that, but then did you stay mad after it was over?
Of course.
But that's not good.
My foot is still hurting.
I get that, but that doesn't mean that you should be mad about it. You get a flush of adrenaline to shove the guy off of your foot, hopefully, and tell him off so he doesn't do it again, hopefully, and then it's over.
Mm-hmm. No.
Oh, so that's the only time you got mad is that somebody stepped on your foot?
I was just to give you an example.
Right. So you haven't realized that it's dumb to be mad and jealous and stuff?
Nope.
Okay.
That's part of human nature.
Part of human nature is dumb.
Look.
Are human beings dumb?
Some are, right.
No, all.
Some aren't.
No, everybody's dumb. Everybody gets caught up in all kinds of dumb stuff. Even
like what?
Like anger and jealousy. And
that's not being dumb because you get angry.
Yes, it is. Are you kidding me? That's the dumbest time when you're angry. People commit murder. Is murder dumb and wrong?
No, it's not dumb.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty dumb.
It's wrong, but it's not dumb.
Sometimes it is dumb.
You commit murder because you want to get rid of that person.
Right, but then you end up suffering worse.
That's not being dumb.
Don't you mess up your own life committing a murder too? A lot of times.
They don't think so.
I know, but later you go to jail, and that's kind of dumb.
But I wouldn't do it.
Right, because
they don't think about that.
Exactly, because they're being dumb. They're getting caught up in their thing, thinking that they're themselves when they are not themselves. You're not you when you're angry. I
am me.
No,
what am I?
Not when you're angry.
Oh yeah, that's me.
Mm-hmm. That's what you think.
Gets angry. Doesn't God get angry?
Huh?
Does God get angry?
Not like you.
Does he get jealous?
Yes, but not like you.
What do you mean not like me?
Because his jealousy is just, and his anger is just, and it's not all flippant and prideful and mess. He's not all puffed up thinking, I'm God.
Well, he don't have to do that. He just go and do it.
That's right. But you're a petty person.
I'm not petty.
No. Yes, you are. Who's not petty?
Are you petty?
Yeah. You kidding me?
Petty.
Well, okay. Well, good for you.
I'm not petty.
Well, much respect to you for not being petty.
That's right. I don't let no pettiness get to me.
Was it pettiness that made you call Big Bump Large Lump?
It's the same thing.
I think that was petty.
That wasn't. It's the same thing.
No, it's not.
A large lump
What if
and a
I
big
called you
bump?
Larry?
What's the difference?
Can I call you Larry? Isn't it petty for me to call you Larry?
Well, see, that's not my given name.
I know, but Big Bump is not his taken name.
That's right. That's not his given name. Big Bump
But
is
it's
not
not-
his
But
given
his
name.
taken name is Big Bump. It's not Large Lump.
Oh, it's not.
Larry
If he can
sounds
take the
similar
name-
to Steven.
Hey, wait a
It's
minute.
similar in language.
If he can call himself a name, I can do it too.
If you want to call yourself Steven, I can call you Larry and be petty
No,
like you.
that's different.
I gotta go,
That's my
Steven.
given name. That's my given name.
I know, but it's given by your parents or somebody, not by
Okay.
God. Your parents aren't God anymore.
I understand my parents was God.
Exactly.
It was created by God, though, right?
Presumably.
It worked down through the,
Yeah.
we call it.
Do you
Work its
think
way
we're
down.
cousins?
No, we're not cousins.
Why don't you think we're cousins?
We're brothers with different mothers. How about that?
Yeah, that makes us cousins.
It's always came. No, cousin, a brother's a brother. But we're
You
all
don't
from
think
the
that
same
we don't?
woman, right?
You don't think we share a common ancestor somewhere way back there?
Yeah, we are. That's what I said. We're brothers,
I don't know.
not cousins.
Is our common
start with one
ancestor
woman.
some pollywog frog thing?
I don't know about that.
Do you believe in evolution?
Sure, there's evolution.
Nice. So then we're cousins.
No, we're not.
Are we cousins from the Big Bang?
That's another thing I want to ask you.
Yeah.
Did Jesse ever figure out that a man is an ape? And we're not come from apes, but we are apes.
Right, but no,
Did
he
you ever
hasn't. No, he has not. I don't believe he's figured that out.
They ain't figured it out yet.
Have you ever seen an ape turn into a human?
No.
Me neither.
I just say we're in the ape
But
family.
you have
That's what it
made
is.
babies.
What?
You have made, 5 babies?
4.
4.
I got a set of twins.
Right on.
1 boy, a set of twins, 2 boys, and the girl. The girl's last.
Nice.
So I'm good. Go to Jesse. I made a boy first. How about that?
Right.
I made 3 boys first.
Right. Nice.
I'm really alpha, right?
I mean,
I got a big A on my chest.
I got to run, Steven. It's good. I'm proud of you. Take care.
Okay.
Thanks. Bye. CSAL in Tejas, Texas, on the line here. CSAL, thanks for calling and holding. What's up? Are you there? Come off of mute.
I have
CSAL, you're kind of coming in and out like you're talking through a computer glitch.
it's my
Hold
hello.
on. Yeah, are you there? Hold on, CSAL. I think you need to get out of the basement, or you're talking through like the lead walls or something. In the meantime, let me get to Zenny in Toronto, Canada, on the line over here. Zenny, thanks for calling and holding, sir. What's up?
Hey, am I coming through clear?
Very clearly. Thank you, sir. The best call of the day.
God wants Zenny, not CSAL.
Yeah. Out with CSAL. In with Zenny.
She's got to take care of her kids, man.
That's
She's out
right.
there taking care of her kids.
What does she
God
think
bless
she is?
Millicent?
Millicent? Something like
yeah. Was she trying to be a preacher?
that.
So I watched what was it, Punchy TV last night.
Oh,
Shout out
good.
to Punchy.
Thanks for checking that out.
Yeah, no, it was fun.
Cool.
And shout out to Derek. He was going strong on the no Hindus.
Yeah, I saw your comment on that. Let me.
No Hindus.
No Hindus for what is that? Governor of Ohio or something like that?
Yeah, sorry, Vivek. You'd be great if you converted to Christianity. If you converted, it'd be all good. But
that's right.
Can't have Shiva up in there demoning it up.
That's right.
Then he's gonna give some back alley HB1 visas to his boys.
I know. What a mess.
We can't trust it. We simply cannot trust it. We don't have the leeway.
That's
to trust
true.
Foreigners.
Yeah.
Things have gotten too bad in the West. Speaking of that, well, actually, another thing I wanted to touch on. You were going into the whole controversy about the young Republicans and their chat logs being doxxed.
Yeah.
By Gavin Wax, as apparently as what we've heard.
Allegedly, sure, yeah.
Allegedly.
Yep.
And apparently, Gavin Wax is Jewish.
Oh, wow.
So he
can't trust those people.
No, they invented cancel culture, as Kanye so aptly put. They invented cancel culture, and they love to cancel their opponents.
Yeah.
So yeah, can't trust them. Just like you can't trust the Hindus because they don't believe in Jesus.
You can't even trust Christians; they'll turn on each other too. But even still, like it's better to be Christian and uniformly Christian to have a more cohesive nation. A nation has a culture, and that culture is its religion primarily. But now we have an anti-Christian culture religion thing in the West, so-called, in the once Christian countries.
Well, I mean, I feel like it used to be a nation was its people, and its people were usually one race.
Yeah, and when
something kind of ruined that.
And one culture, nation meant race, basically. And one culture meant cult religion. Yep. Anyway.
So now that we don't have like one people, we have a kind of diverse people. We gotta unify under a religious banner, namely Jesus Christ.
Yep. So no Hindus, huh?
No, sorry, Vivek. And it makes me suss out. Well, I mean, JD Vance, is his wife? Did she convert yet? I don't know. But he named his son Vivek. That's weird, bro.
Whoa.
You got to name your son John or Bob or something American.
That's right.
You can't be naming your son Vivek. That's crazy.
She is a practicing Hindu per Google AI, which is not necessarily to be trusted. But and so really his son is Vivek or whatever.
And you know that his wife, that was her idea. Like he totally cucked that. No, there's no way that it was his. He was like, I want to name him John. She's like, no, I want Vivek. He's like, okay.
Yeah. I mean, he has a sort of an insecure vibe about him, even though he's a little bit tough. There is a touch of toughness to him, but there's, as there always sometimes in even weak men. J.D. Vance, children names. Ewan or whatever. Ewan? E-W-A-N? I'm not sure. Is that like Ewan McGregor or whatever? Vivek and Mirabelle.
Mirabelle sounds kind of European. I like that.
Yeah.
But Vivek, I don't know about that. But I have my I don't know, the biases about JD being that he's all close with Peter Thiel and all that.
Peter Thiel. What about Peter Thiel? He's a billionaire, or he's gay, or he's like kind of subverting / co-opting / buying up the right. What about Peter Thiel? Because he's involved in like tech.
Basically all of what you just said, yeah. Especially the gay part. The gay part is number one. Don't trust.
Openly.
You definitely can't trust a sodomite. That's crazy. But speaking of that, one of my main topic was the Kalergi Plan. Have you heard of the Kalergi Plan?
Is that how it's pronounced? I always just read, because I've only ever seen it in writing. You're the first person I've ever heard it said. I always read Kalergi Plan or something like that.
Oh yeah, Kalergi. Yeah, you're right, Kalergi.
Okay.
I was reading it the wrong way. Kalergi. Kalergi.
Let me look it up.
Yeah, no, it's Kalergi. But I mean, you've obviously heard of it. A lot of people have heard of it.
Yeah. And
you see it in comments all over Instagram and different places. Oh, it's the Kalergi Plan.
Yeah.
Blitzkrieg.
It's a debunked, according to Wikipedia, far-right anti-Semitic white genocide conspiracy theory.
That's how you know it's right. That's how you know it's true. I was reading the exact same article. I was like, okay, it's a debunked far-right, anti-Semitic, white genocide conspiracy theory. And we know that all conspiracy theories are eventually proven to be true.
Not all, but many.
Well, not all.
Yeah.
Most.
So this...
Not Alex Jones. Not Alex Jones is one. I'm just trying to get a $1.4 billion.
Right, of course.
Settlement.
So Richard von Coudenhove Kalergi, a Japanese-Austrian politician, or Austrian-Japanese politician, creator of the Pan-European Union, concocted a plot to mix and replace white Europeans with other races via immigration. I mean, whether this plan was the thing or not, that's effectively what's happened. I mean, it's undeniable.
Yeah, I know. We're just seeing it happen before our very eyes, and they're like, "Oh no, it's a conspiracy theory."
It just happened naturally.
Yeah, this is all. Yeah, just right around the time of the pandemic, there's just a whole bunch of forced migration just happening, just put towards all the white European countries are just being overrun right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, we definitely see it happening, and like whether it was this guy or not, even though he did write a book in which he said that this is basically going to happen, and kind of like was happy about it, or seems like it would be a good thing.
Yeah.
And then it says, memes promoting the conspiracy theory often incorporate misrepresentations of Kalergi's writings, such as the false claim that he stated that Jews shall rule over Europe.
Okay, interesting.
So it all goes back to those lovely Jays.
Shout out. Which includes you. So, what do you feel about being Jewish?
Well, I mean, it's always been kind of like a give and take, and my mother is not Jewish, so
okay, so you don't count as one then.
Yeah, according to them, I'm not. I mean, I have certain I don't know, Jewish qualities, I guess, to my life, but
you're high verbal IQ.
Yeah,
you're friendly. You get along with people. You're pushy and can get your way. You're successful.
Not as much as I'd like, but yeah, the black comes through and just takes it away right when I.
Yeah, interesting.
But
so do you feel a kinship with that other black Jewish, the actor guy who
Lenny Kravitz?
Juicy Smollett. Oh yeah, Lenny Kravitz. I didn't know he was
Lenny
Jewish.
Kravitz is cool. That's my boy.
Yeah, and his daughter's kind of pretty.
Yeah. No, how old is she?
Well, over 13.
You better hope so. But yeah, I mean, there's it's just kind of like, so you see that what's happening in the white nations about how they're all being kind of subverted, and the idea of the nation state is kind of being dissolved through immigration. I see it starkly in Canada, where it's just like, everyone here is like, elbows up. Oh no, Trump is going to get us. Well, it's obvious that our own government is just totally inept and just throwing us down to economic and social hell. Just everything they do is just kind of against Canadians, it really seems.
Yeah.
So, and it just seems, and we're just being flooded with all these migrants, and it's just like there's no cohesiveness to society anymore. It's just a whole bunch of multi-cult goop.
Yeah.
And it's not good. And it just makes it so that it'd be easy for, some type of overarching force to come in and just like, oh, well, the UN is taking over Canada now. It's like, oh, great. We're going to be unified with the world now. We're all going to be this big multi-cult. It's just like, it just seems like it's setting it up for all that, right?
Yeah, and you know what? It's interesting because I find, and I don't know if you do, but I find it seems like the whites tend to be fair to all people per capita, typically, more often than not. And they also think a little bit more in terms of freedom. You have a right to be wrong. Whereas the other races just don't believe in the First Amendment or the Second Amendment or that, conservative, real Christian sort of mindset, or even Christian and decent. Because the Christians are like the most decent to everybody, it seems like. Whereas Jewish people are like overly loosey-goosey, and then they're overly clamped down and on the good guys sometimes per capita.
Very tribal.
And then the Muslims are just, they're either liberal or radical, or both. And then the atheists tend to be liberal and nasty, exceptions to the rule. And so, like, and then there's, the Buddhists or whatever, I don't know. But
Buddhists are pretty cool, but they're not, they don't really harm anyone, but they're, I don't know. I mean, like, Japanese people are awesome. I love Japan. It's a great country.
It's falling too, though. Like, it feels like everywhere the world is falling down.
Yeah, no, Japan's a great country, but their birth rate is not holding it up.
I heard from Bill, the engineer, after Punchy TV ended, that Japan is having an immigration problem. Muslims and blacks, or Africans or whatever, and the older people are for it because they listen to the mainstream media, which is liberal over there, and the younger people are not for it. The young people are not falling for it, but they are coming in, the Muslims and Africans, and they are breaking into the vending machines that they have over there, and they are going into the unmanned stores and just not paying for their stuff. They're stealing. And so it's messing up their life and their way of life and their freedom and the nice things that they can't have anymore because of this immigration. What a mess, huh? Crazy.
Yeah, I just came back from Japan. I was there in September. So,
have you seen any of that? I
was in Osaka, and the Chinese are taking over Osaka.
Wow.
There's so many Chinese people. I mean, there's lots in my area where I was in like a tourist area. There's lots of tourists, but there's lots of like Chinese restaurants popping up everywhere. I remember I saw like a Chinese restaurant was being built near. I could see it just like in a week. It was up. They had it running in a week.
Wow.
And lots of Chinese people around there, and you can tell because you can just tell like if they're obeying the rules of like which side to walk on, or like just how you can just tell. You can just tell the Japanese people. You can just tell who they're just by how they are in the society, and you can tell the Chinese people. It's very like stark.
What are the Chinese like in Japan? They're not following the rules. They are
not as like closely as the Japanese. Like they'll maybe be like smoking as they're walking, which is something that is kind of frowned upon in Japan. Where, like you're not supposed to be smoking as you're walking around because it could annoy people behind you or just around you. They have like certain places where like they go to smoke.
Wow.
It's usually not like in the middle of the street. They don't stand in the middle of the street just like in the way.
Whoa.
They know that they're not to be like in the middle of the street. They always go off to the side to stand and like go on their phone and stuff like that. Whereas you see like Chinese tourists will have their like bags and their entire family just blocking off the entire sidewalk, and just like, bruh.
Wow. They're just kind of airheads, kind of not paying attention around them. Whereas that's what Bill said, was that the Japanese are very considerate.
Yes.
And the immigrants are not. And he started telling me about the Chinese too, but I didn't know what he meant. I thought that he was talking about in China. But wow, what a mess.
Yeah,
Very interesting.
It's kind of bad in Osaka. In Tokyo, it's not so bad. I mean, I was in Tokyo too. There's definitely still majority Japanese. Definitely not as many Chinese or tourists around the area I was. And I think they're starting to have an issue. Like I know they had a lot of refugees from Kurdistan that came to like one specific city, and I've seen videos of them like fighting Japanese locals and like beating them up because Japanese people just don't fight back very hard. They don't really fight.
Right.
The majority of them.
Okay.
So the Kurdistan Kurds are just like beating them up, and the Kurds are also doing like their Muslim like they're walking around. What do you call it?
Taking over.
Processions, like just walking around the street, just like with their signs and stuff, and like speaking in Arabic, and then Japanese people are like, "What is going on here? Like, get out!" But they just elected a very hardline female, the first female. I think she's going to be prime minister.
Yeah, that's what I heard, that she's tough on immigration, even though she's like a liberal social democrat or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure about her exact political affiliation.
But she's tough on immigration.
Yeah, she's like, if immigrants break the rules, they're being deported immediately. Like, if you burn the Japanese flag, there's going to be huge, like, you're going to jail. So she's like a nationalist.
Wow.
Which is dope, which is what we all need. We want
They're calling her conservative.
Governments. Yeah, we want conservative nationalist governments who are for the people. But the thing is, it just seems like whenever you try to be a conservative nationalist, people just say you're a Nazi. You're like Hitler, you know? And that kind of brings us back to the Jays.
Yeah.
And it's like the Jays have like kind of set it up to the point where if you're a nationalist who's like, I'm Canada first, you know, they call you a Nazi.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't want immigrants here? No, I don't. Oh, well, you're a Nazi. But wait a minute, my parents were immigrants, you know?
Right.
It's just like I just want to put my Canadians first before immigrants. We can have some immigrants, but we just want to put Canadians at the forefront of our tax dollars and all the things that we do as a government. You know?
Man, that's so interesting.
Yeah.
I appreciate your call, Zenny.
Appreciate you, Hake. Good talking.
All right. Take care.
All right. Later.
Bye. And let me get back with CSAL. I believe CSAL is maybe ready now. CSAL, are you there?
Yes. Yeah, can you hear me, Hake?
Yeah, so much better. Thank you.
Oh, okay, good. So I'll be really quick. So right now in the Supreme Court, there's a case that could hand government, hand control over voting laws to the GOP, to the conservative Republicans, nationwide, and it could add 20 seats to the House, I think, or Congress. I'm not sure. Anyway, it's called Louisiana versus Callais, and basically, so I don't know if you're familiar, but in 1965, the Voting Rights Act was passed, and basically, in the 80s, the Democrats abused it to basically say that blacks in little pockets of black African Americans were dwarfed by greater districts of white voters. So the majority white voters voted, Republican or whatever. Meanwhile, those small pockets of people wanted to vote liberal or whatever, and they couldn't because their votes were dwarfed by the majority white voters.
Yeah.
Well, in the 80s, they said, the liberals said, that's racist, and these blacks are disenfranchised, so they need their own district, which happened. So that's the only reason why the Democrats have...
That was part of the voting rights, so-called voting rights for blacks?
Right,
so that was...
Correct.
They're trying to talk about discrimination against blacks. They're discriminating in favor of black votes. What a mess. Shout out.
Hey, so just yesterday, so this case, Louisiana versus Callais, the lawyers are saying it is completely racist and unconstitutional for a group, just by race, a group of people, a black, a minority, to have their own district, their very own district, and to vote and to control, the whole state or whatever, just because they're black. And not Sotomayor, the other one, the black girl, ¿cómo se llama? Ketanji.
Yeah, Onyeka Brown Jackson.
You're not gonna believe what she said, Hake. Ketanji, I liken this. I compare this law or this bill, the Voting Rights Act, to when disabled Americans weren't able to access buildings.
Wow.
And
I gotta go.
The federal government. Oh, I'm sorry. I know. Anyway, they look into it. It's Illinois or...
I got you. Louisiana versus Callais or whatever. Take care, CSAL.
Yes. Thank you, Hake. Bye.
All right, bye. And Rick and the rest of the callers, peace in the Middle East. You'll be priority tomorrow, I guess. Or at least in your hearts. The Women's Forum tonight. Third Thursday. American Anchor, baby. Up next, and I'm already late because I have to end at 5 till, and it's 5 minutes and 15 past. I mean, it's a 15 seconds past, or 20 now. All right, bye guys. Take care. Adios, America.